Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Dree and Ghost. And today's episode is going to be a little bit different. If you think Ghost is a famous cane corso, you're partly right. I'm just kidding. Don't forget Bruce Wayne. Shout out to Bruce Wayne. And yes, but there are a lot of other famous big screen cane corsos we're going to talk about today. So today's video is about 4 TV shows and 4 movies that I bet you didn't notice cane corsos are in. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, and that comment button down below so you never miss a beat. And I do read you guys' comments. And if you're not new, welcome back. Now let's check it out. Okay, so the first TV show I would like to tell you guys about is Game of Thrones, because it was a very popular TV show. And if you are a cane corso fan, you notice in season 4, episode 2, the first pack of all female cane corsos were introduced as the Bastard Girls. They were Ramsay Snow's hunting dogs. And in season 4, episode 2, you can see them chasing a young woman through the woods who was like an escapee or something like that. They caught up to her and they ended up eating her. Now, even though in modern times they weren't used as hunting dogs, cane corsos are very athletic. I mean, they're very fast runners. They have great agility, and they can jump really high, pretty much. The Bastard Girls ended up stretching across 6 episodes between 3 seasons, and then their last debut on the TV show is when Ramsay Snow was finally caught, and he was pretty much locked in with his Bastard Girls, his all-female cane corsos, and eventually the dogs got hungry enough to, you know, eat him. So that sucks. But yeah, that's pretty much how they were in Game of Thrones. The second TV show I would like to talk to you guys about is the Borgias. The Borgias is a historical 15th century Italian Renaissance TV shows that's set on the Borgias family rise to the top of the Catholic Church and their struggles to maintain their power. Now, in the second season, the first episode, you can see a pack of Roman war dogs on a manhunt. Which is cool about this is because you know that cane corsos are descendants of Roman war dogs. Now, this excited a lot of the cane corso breed owners because you actually see your dog playing a role of their descendants. Now, they comprised of about 6 war dogs in the TV show, and I think that's the only episode that they really got a chance to have their debut. But the training that they had to do to get their dogs to do that in the TV show had to be spot on, had to be really good training, because you know now cane corsos don't do that kind of man-hunting thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go on to the next TV show. The next TV show is Blacklist. Now, Blacklist 161, most gruesome hitman, the stew maker. In season 1, episode 4, you can see the stew maker with his beautiful cane corso look in a hotel room, and as they walk into the room, the cane corso is just chilling on the bed while the stew maker like coats everything in plastic, pretty much preparing for his next unaliving. That's what I'm gonna say, because you know you can get flagged for saying the wrong thing. Even though in this TV show you don't see the cane corso doing so much, he's just pretty much chilling, pretty much. The fact that the dog, once they move on to the next city, The dog hair left behind is how the stew maker finally gets caught by Red and ends up being his demise. So he does kind of play a crucial part because he's the reason why the stew maker got caught. Unless he goes. He's tired, y'all. Moving on to the next TV show. The last episode I'm going to mention is Atlanta. This is one of my favorite episodes as well. One of my favorite TV shows as well. Favorite episode. Ern is pretty much a college dropout, and he is trying to maintain or earn some money so he can help out his ex and his child. He is thinking in this episode, which is season 1, episode 4, he is trying to sell his cell phone for at least $200 so him and his family can eat for that day. Accompanied by his friend Darius, they went to a pawn shop to sell the phone for $200 when Darius notices a sword. So Darius convinces Ern to trade his cell phone in for the sword because he knows somebody where he can switch out the sword for a dog and then sell the dog for some money. So Ern agrees to it. So they swap out, they trade the cell phone for the sword, and then they trade the sword for a Cane Corso. And then Darius convinces Ern to take the Cane Corso to a breeder that he knows and to mate for puppies. What Darius failed to tell Ern is that he won't receive any money until the Cane Corso puppies are born and sold. And it makes Ern go crazy. He's like, Darius, bro, I am poor. I need to eat today, not September. But as you can tell in Atlanta, that is the beautiful Cane Corso. I think he's kind of like brownish. But yeah, that is the last TV show I'm talking about. And now we're off to movies. The first movie is 2011's Colombiana. Colombiana is about a girl named Catalea. When she was younger, she witnessed her parents being murdered, and it later on turned her into a vicious assassin. And she had a whole list of people who were a part of, the demise of her parents, and she got down the whole list of lines except the main person who called the hit out for her parents. Now, in the movie where it shows the beautiful Cane Corsos, she's accompanied by 2 of them. And while she's feeding them, she comes up with a plan to take down the last person on her list. So she ended up planting both of her Cane Corsos in the getaway van of Don Luis Sandoval. And she left the phone in there. So when he thought he was getting away, she gave the command to eat over the phone. The Cane Corsos heard that, and guess what they did? No. So that's how they were pretty much introduced in Colombiana. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, I did just add clips. So anyways, let's go on to the next movie. The next movie is called Becky. It came out in 2020. It's pretty much about a 13-year-old girl who recently lost her mother a year before. She's struggling with high school, being bullied. She's finally get a chance to reconnect with her father during a weekend trip at a lake house. It kind of gets ruined when Dad brings his new girlfriend to the lake house, so she kind of just sticks to her dog. And guess what breed her dog is? Of course, you guessed it, Cane Corso, of course. You can see her leaving the lake house and running into a wooded fort in the woods with her Cane Corso. Eventually, things take a turn for the worse when a pack of escaped convicts, pretty much run in their house and try to, rob them. It's like a adult gruesome version of Home Alone, if you know what I mean. But pretty much, Becky stands her ground with her family to protect her home. And this is the only movie that I've seen where the Cane Corso is actually on the movie poster. So you guys can check that out too. Let's move on to the next movie. The next movie is called Kala. Kala is an Indian language psychological thriller that also features a Cane Corso in the movie poster. And it is comprised of, the family dynamics, social commentary, and also relentless revenge and violence. The Cane Corso cast in this movie was not picked by mistake. The main character in the movie did I have a friend that had a dog training facility where he was first introduced to the Cane Corso, and he just fell in love with the breed so much that he convinced the movie director to cast a dog in a major role. So, Kala. If you guys haven't seen it, like I said, it's an Indian language action thriller. The last but not least movie that Cane Corso was, you know, put on the big screen spotlight was Hotel for Dogs. If you guys haven't seen this family-based comedy, it is actually based off of a 1971 novel with the same name, Hotel for Dogs. It's pretty much about these two kids taking in stray dogs off the streets and like bringing them to this vacant hotel that they're trying to fix up to accommodate even more dogs. Like they try to make it like a bed and breakfast and stuff like that for dogs. Anywho, the movie shows Dobermans, Pugs, Poodles, Pits, and surprisingly, Cane Corsos. So if you guys haven't seen that movie yet, check it out. That is pretty much it for our video. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us. Big Ghost. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Like I said before, please click that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification button so you never miss a video. I am working on some more content, so please bear with me. And yes, we're out, you guys.